Bishop.
What's the status, 3?
I'm good, just making the world a better.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Rest in peace, the Dark Chameleon.
Peace to the
Listen, check it, yo. It was a cold April morning under the constellation Aries. The moon was 85% under the luminaries. From the celestial waters to the womb my soul was carried. Then my mother gave birth to a warrior and visionary. But when I speak this truth, I feel like nobody hears me. Every once in a while, I get sight to someone blind, floating on the globe in the heliocentric lie. Dilate your pupils the more you open your eyes. The truth is sitting in plain sight like a disguise. Until my mother's death is revenge, I won't be satisfied. It haunts me when I think about the phone call when she died. A river worth of tears shed from my eyes. So I looked up at the sky and I asked God why. It's been 21 years, I'm still waiting for a reply. Since birth I've been at war to attack our undeveloped minds. Indoctrination camps making us dumb, deaf and blind. I'm always thinking solutions, we are running out of time. The dirty witchcraft is weak, I see through all the lies. I clearly analyze all the symbols and the signs. When I connect dots, the truth starts to align. The people are the power, you can never eclipse my shine. I say the truth hurts, but the truth will set you free. They say hell burns and there's a one-way ticket for me. You create your heaven or hell whether or not you believe. I'm God and Satan, I have to balance out my chi. One day these seeds I plant will bloom so you can be all you can be. Never give up and always hold your head high, cause you are God, there's no need to look to the sky. What's good? Hold on, let me grab my headphones. Get everything set up. All right. Here we go. Let's see. All right. I think we left off at chapter 7. All right, so we left off at chapter 7. I forgot how many chapters are in this PDF, but they're short anyway, so I can't wait to get to the chapter when they speak about under the ice. Here's a chapter. This stuff's for, hold on. It's all entertainment purposes. Not saying any of this is factual. That's for you to decide. I just finished my cigarette, and we'll get into Chapter 7, Mount Weather. Screw it. Let's start now. They're doing some pretty scary things up on the mountain. Quote from a source of the 2001 Washington Post article on the government relocation site Mount Weather. An hour's drive from Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C., huh? I could think of a few things that's called D.C. Anyway, an hour drive from Washington, D.C. is Mount Weather, a massive underground complex in the state of Virginia. It's basically a military base within a hollowed-out mountain. As UK newspaper The Guardian reports in an article dated August 28, 2006, the Underground Emergency Operations Facility was originally built to house governmental officials in the event of a full-scale nuclear exchange. However, with the Cold War over, the article goes on to speculate that as the Bush administration wages its war on terror, Mount Weather is believed to house a shadow government made up of senior Washington officials on temporary assignment. Now, I would like to add in, always think about this great free country, right? The government, it's the best government in the world, but there's no bunker for you. Huh? That's how much the government cares. And also remember, when you need help, or look at it like this, I'm just going to throw this in there, it has nothing to do. Your tax money goes to everybody else but you. It goes to every other country, you know. Even the migrants are getting paid more money. But anyway. Officially, at least, the Mount Weather Emergency Operations Center is a civilian command facility used as center of operations for FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, which in itself has attracted more than its share of controversy. I'll be glad to tell you all about it, but I'd have to kill you afterward. Bob Blair, FEMA spokesman, in response to questions about Mount Weather by investigative reporter Ted Gupp in 1991. What a name, Gupp. I guess, yeah, this is an aerial view of Mount Weather. Whether or not you believe it, that's on you. Although a major relocation site for high-level officials, no outsiders have ever been allowed inside Mount Weather. However, Richard Pollock, an author and a regular contributor for Progressive magazine, interviewed several individuals who claimed to have previously been employed on site within the mountain. The interviewees said the base had its own lake with fresh spring water, independent power generations, cafeterias, hydroponic gardens, hospitals, and transportation system, as well as residential apartments. They also said Mount Weather had its own fire and police department, and as you can no doubt imagine, its own laws too. Huh. That's wild. Taking the speculation about a shadow government in the Guardian article one step further, Pollock reported the underground facility has its own replica government, which apparently is every bit as comprehensive as the official government above ground. According to Wikipedia, both Mount Weather and the Greenbrier, a hotel resort and site of a massive underground bunker in Greenbrier County, West Virginia, were featured in the A&E documentary Bunkers. The documentary, first broadcast on October 23, 2001, features extensive interviews with engineers and political and intelligence analysts, providing rare insights into the secret installations. It compared the Greenbrier and Mount Weather to Saddam Hussein's control bunker buried beneath Baghdad. The Greenbrier, incidentally, was codenamed Project Greek Island and was intended as an emergency shelter for members of the U.S. Congress during the Cold War, although it appears it was never used for its intended purpose. This is a quote by Buford Macklin, former emergency coordinator of the Department of Housing and Urban Development. It's Mount Weather, kind of mind-boggling. Dr. Strangelove is one of my favorite movies, and you can fantasize about that site in similar ways. It's otherworldly, just the size and weight and massiveness of the doors. It's a mini city like a space station. Chapter 8: The Alleged Dulce Base. Hayakawa several times alluded to an allegation that the government, beginning in the early 1970s and lasting till the early 1980s, may have conducted clandestine operations in the area involving experiments with bovine diseases, anthrax, and other substances as part of biological warfare research. He also alluded to another allegation that there may also have been some illegal dumping or storage of toxic chemicals and other biohazardous materials in the nearby areas. That was quoted by Norio Hayakawa. Hayakawa. Official report of the Dulce Base Conference in New Mexico in 2009. One of the most commonly referred to sites mentioned by underground base researchers is an unconfirmed one, said to exist below the small and almost entirely Native American populated town of Dulce in New Mexico. There are many stories of government collaborations with aliens in Dulce Base, where all manner of exotic research is apparently conducted within its 7 or more vast subterranean levels and numerous tunnel offshoots. By all accounts, this includes advanced mind control and psychotronic warfare experiments, as well as genetic engineering. Some Dulce researchers believe levels 5 and below are occupied entirely by alien personnel and house technologies also alien to this planet. The deepest sections of the underground base are apparently connected to an extensive cave system, which we have mentioned seems to be common theme for most underground bases. Dulce is believed to have interconnected bases in New Mexico, including the rumored ones at Sandia Base, and White Sands, with tunnel systems linking them all. Perhaps tellingly, part of the aforementioned almost 140 miles long and still not fully discovered cavern system known as the Lechuguilla Cave is said by some to extend all the way to some of the other bases Dulce connects to. Ah, shit. Okay. Dulce is a small town in northern New Mexico located about 7,000 feet on the Jicarilla Apache Indian Reservation. There is only one major motel and a few stores. It's not a resort town, and it is not bustling with activity. But Dulce has a deep, dark secret. The secret is harbored deep below the brush of Arculeta Mesa. Functions. Research of mind-related functions, genetic experiments, mind control training, and reprogramming. There are over 3,000 real-time video cameras throughout the complex at high-security locations, entrances, and exits. There are over 100 secret exits near and around Dulce. Many are around others to the south, around Dulce Lake, and even as far east as Lindrith. Deep sections of the complex connect into natural cavern systems. And this is from the North Star Report, Deep Underground Military Bases in America. And they sure know a lot for such a secret base, huh? Dulce Base first came to the public's attention in 1979 when New Mexico businessman Paul Benowitz was convinced he had intercepted communications between anti-gravity flying machines and underground installations in the area. In the 1980s, when Benowitz claimed he discovered the Dulce base, the story spread like wildfire in conspiracy circles and the UFO community in particular. In the 1990s, U.S. commercial airline pilot John Lear, the son of Learjet designer William P. Lear, also claimed he had confirmed the existence of Dulce base, independently of Benowitz. However, this is tempered by the writings of political scientist Michael Barkin. The professor the professor emeritus of political science, or is that emeritus? I don't know. The professor emeritus of political science at New York's Syracuse University believes that Cold War underground missile installations in New Mexico falsely excited ufologists and conspiracy theorists. In Barkin's opinion, there's nothing else there to support rumors of an underground base at Dulce, or rumors of supposed human-alien collaborations. However, locals, as well as quite a few independent researchers, continue to maintain their town. That's kind of a small hallway, if you ask me. But what do I know? Oh, wow. We got people in here. My bad. Norio Hayakawa, Mexico resident, who has independently studied Dulce bass for decades, wrote an article dated March 28, 2007 on the Rents.com website, which detailed his extensive research into the Dulce rumors over the years. Hayakawa, I think it's Hayakawa, explains in the article how in 1990 he worked with a visiting Japanese television crew to attempt to confirm the alleged existence of an underground U.S. alien joint biolab beneath Dulce. He also mentions that when interviewing locals, he and the Japanese TV crew were detained by the town's police chief, Hoyt Velarde, without any valid reason being given. According to Hayakawa, Chief Velarde warned them, "Don't ever ask any more questions regarding such a base. I have nothing to do with it and I do not want to talk about it." Hayakawa, sorry, it's Hayawaka. Damn. Hayawaka implies that Velarde's choice of words seemed to indicate that Dulce base was known to the police. Upon returning to Dulce in 2007 to investigate further, Hayawaka says, "The son of the former head of the Dulce Police Department took me to the site of Project Gas Buggy." We're going to look into that gas buggy. Project Gas Buggy was a rather strange 1967 government project which involved a large underground nuclear explosion, TNT, deep inside the High Plateau area 25 miles south of Dulce, allegedly to release natural gas from deep under the ground. It was a joint project with El Paso Natural Gas Company. What is not frequently mentioned in association with this curious project was that the huge nuclear explosion had created deep, huge underground extensive caverns all over the area, along with extensive natural tunnels. Huh. Chapter 9, we examine the strange case of American Philip Schneider, who claimed to have been involved in a battle with aliens while he was working underground at a military base at Dulce. Unsurprisingly, Dulce base has featured regularly in popular culture, including an episode of Conspiracy Theory with Jesse Ventura titled Ancient Aliens. Pittacus Lore's best-selling young adult book series, The Lorraine Legacies, an episode of the History Channel program UFO Hunters, the 2012 video game Ghost Recon, Future Soldier, and the cosmic series The Invisibles, in which Dulce base is shown to house a secret jab for AIDS. Chapter 9. How many people have heard of Philip Schneider? The curious case of Philip Schneider. Quote, I took care of John Fiala, who was best friends with Phil Schneider. How many people know about Phil Schneider? Well, they were using tunneling machines back in the mid-90s that could tunnel through a rock face at 7 miles per day. That could cut through a rock face with high-energy impact lasers that could blow the nano-sized particles of rocks so that there was no debris left, forming an obsidian-like core and layering an inner core for unidirectional maglev trains that travel at Mach 2 to 2.8 underground between these very, very powerful and organized cities. There's 132 under the United States. Holy shit nuggets. 132 cities. An average of 5.36 to 7.24 cubic miles. In size. At an average of 1.5, or that's 1.5 to 4.5 miles underground. Built by and large. Built by and large, most of them in areas away from geotectonic areas. But there's going to be lots of new geotectonic faults established when you have force 11, 12, 13, 14 earthquakes hit the earth. Why are they rushing to do this? Because they know the catastrophe is coming. And where's this money coming from? It's not coming from our regular Black Op budget. It's coming from the illegal. I knew it. In the United States, there's at least, by conservative estimates, $250 billion to $500 billion of illegal drugs sold in the United States that goes directly into underground budgets. And 90 to 95% goes to DUMBs, deep underground military bases. And that was quoted by Dr. Bill Deagle, expert from a video lecture, or excerpt. One of the most out there, yet hard to dismiss testimonials supports the existence of underground bases and the rumored ETs some of them hide. Is that of American Phil Schneider, 1947 to 1996. He died in 96? No. I have to look into that. That's Phil Schneider. I've watched his stuff. But all very few records exist on the man and his military career. Schneider stated he was a geologist, former government military engineer. Somewhat controversially, he also claimed to have been involved in a firefight that broke out with extraterrestrials while he was building additions to the underground military base at Dulce, New Mexico in 1979. Maybe he did die in 96. Schneider said he was one of the only 3 survivors in the human versus alien battle in which 66 U.S. Delta Force soldiers were killed. Of course 66. It wasn't 65 or 67. It was 66. Although Schneider survived, he has severe flesh wounds and burns to his entire body. Wounds he claimed were the result of some kind of radiation weapon the ETs fired at him. A lot of the early nuclear tests were actually attacks against underground and underwater alien bases, in other words. In the mid-1990s, Schneider began giving lectures all over the world about what he said was the absolute truth regarding ETs living below Earth's surface. During one such lecture at the Preparedness Expo in November of 1995, he said, quote, "Right now, military technology is about 1,200 years more advanced than the public state technology." End quote. During another lecture, Schneider mentioned how in 1954, the Eisenhower administration disregarded the Constitution by signing a treaty with the ETs. The treaty was apparently named the 1954 Greta Treaty. In the same lecture, he mentioned a human-looking alien who was one of the aliens been working for the Pentagon for the last 58 years. He then produced a photograph of this supposed alien, and showed it to the audience and the cameraman filming the lecture, providing a possible insight into splinter monetary resources. Snyder claimed that since 1940s, the U.S. government had spent almost $1 quadrillion. What the fuck's quadrillion? $1 quadrillion building hundreds of underground bases all over America. Now let me just slide this in there. They said, where is this money coming from? A few pages earlier. These people could get as much money as they want printed off the books. You know, they're paying for this shit under the table, off budget. You know, they just print it up. Quote, "The black budget currently consumes 1.25 trillion per year. At least this amount is used in black programs, like those concerned with deep underground military bases. Presently, there are 129 deep underground military bases in the United States. They have been building these 129 bases day and night, unceasingly, since the early 1940s. Some of them were built even earlier than that. These bases are basically large cities underground connected to high-speed connected by high-speed magneto leviton trains. Leviton or Levite? Yeah, it's Leviton. High-speed magneto-leviton trains that have speeds up to Mach 2. Several books have been written about this activity. The average depth of these bases is over a mile, and they again are basically whole cities underground. They are between 2.66 and 4.25 cubic miles in size. They have laser drilling machines that can drill a tunnel 7 miles long in one day. How many times have they said that in this book already, this PDF? I count 4 or 5 times. And Phil Schneider just quoted all that. Here, look at his hand. He's throwing up gang signs. I'm Phil Schneider. In the course of delivering these lectures, some of which were filmed and are available for anyone to see on the internet, Schneider displayed visible injuries, including missing fingers and chest wounds, which he claimed were a legacy of the battle with the ETs. To back up his statement, Schneider also produced what he claimed were classified photographs, ancient alien fossils, and non-Earth metal ores retrieved from Dulce Base. In his last recorded lecture, Schneider told his audience there had been 13 murder attempts on his life. 13, huh? Good old 13. By government agents, intent of preventing him
continuing to inform the public of the existence of ETs. He said he was out the country more than I love my own life. Snyder was found dead in his apartment in Wilsonville, Oregon on January 17th, 1996, several days after he died. As with everything else in Snyder's life, his death was also shrouded in mystery. Initially, the Clackamas County Coroner's Office said he died of either a stroke or a heart attack. Then they changed their story to suicide. It's also worth noting that all the geologist documents relating to underground bases, as well as the alleged alien artifacts that he'd begun showing to audiences, went missing and have never been found since. Cynthia Dreyer, Snyder's wife, is one of many who firmly believe Snyder was murdered to prevent him leaking any more about the ET-human interactions occurring below ground. People involved with DUMBs, those courageous enough to risk being suicided, their leaked information suggests there are over 100 DUMBs ranging between 2.5 and 4.3 cubic miles and 2 miles deep. The ultra-classified Black Ops budget is supposedly 25% of America's gross national product, GNP, or about 1.25 trillion annually. An interesting footnote to Philip Schneider's life is that he claimed his father, Oscar Snyder, revealed to him on his deathbed that he was not the he always proclaimed to be, but was actually an the man with the mustache crew. Snyder's father also apparently revealed he was a paperclip scientist. Actually, make that a pre-paperclip scientist, as he was hustled into America at the start of WW2 to conduct scientific research for the U.S. government long before Project Paperclip even existed. Oscar Snyder went to tell his son that as an American scientist, he was involved in the Philadelphia experiment. He also mentioned other exotic and clandestine government projects that may have included early underground bases, although Snyder couldn't be sure. Snyder Jr. said he was shocked his father revealed all this to him on his deathbed. By all accounts, there wasn't time to compare both of their experiences before Snyder Sr. died. Whether Oscar Snyder was in any way responsible for the top secret military clearance levels his son attained, or indeed whether Philip's own claims about working in underground bases are true, remain pure speculation and will probably never be proven or disproven. Phil Snyder, for example, who knew the facts and had directly interviewed aliens himself in Area 51. Oh man, he interviewed aliens himself in Area 51. He knew what he was going. He knew what was going on. He attended underground UN meetings. The real meetings are not held in New York at UN Plaza. The policy-making meetings are held in the underground military base, what we call the Dome. He personally he was working for the wrong people. That was why he quit his service as a geologist for the government. He said it was run by aliens. He said that the aliens are in back of UN policy, and they are in back of so many things that are happening on Earth. He says that they are gradually taking over and running, shall we say, the New World Order. That was quoted by L. Bialik. During an interview by Kenneth Burke at the Global Science Congress of Daytona Beach, Florida in 1997. As one would expect, without undeniable evidence or absolute left behind to confirm Philip Schneider's story, there are many skeptics as believers. The former include some who insist they've debunked all his claims about underground bases and ETs. On the other hand, it could reasonably be argued undeniable evidence is exceedingly difficult to obtain when it comes to proving the splinter civilization exists and is in our midst. The possibility that the builders of underground bases secretly promote outlandish fake alien stories as a distraction or a smokescreen must also be taken into account when it comes to assessing Schneider's stories. On this note, it seems appropriate to end this chapter with reference to another quote from Norio Hayakawa, aforementioned official report of the Dulce Base Conference of 2009 in New Mexico. The government may have purposefully created some convenient cover story, underground alien base concept, to conceal those clandestine activities. It may even have staged a series of fake UFO type incidents in the area, utilizing high-tech equipment such as holographic projection devices and remotely controlled aerial platforms. Excuse me. Now, I agree with that. Hayakawa, I agree with you on that. Definitely. Peace, Salama. Peace, Mark Basket. And Christos. I'm going to drop the link in a minute. Montauk is very large. Like, who wrote this? I said this yesterday. Whoever wrote this don't know English good. That's fucking sure. Montauk is very large. Or, okay, I get it. It is very large. Pause. Pause. I don't know why people say that. It is very large. Pause. I don't think they're too sure of themselves. It extends for miles. It is very large. It extends for miles, especially the 5th and 6th levels. Almost all of it was constructed in the late 1920s or early 1930s. We talked to one of the men who was one of the contractors who built it. It was built on government orders right after the Depression started. It was built in 6 levels. They covered the top over with earth. It's known locally as the Hill. It's a huge base. There may still be some use of it. most of it is shut down. The power has been on for 2 years now. Single phase, 220 volt. The elevator used ran on 3-phase 440 volts, and that has not been turned on. Probably because they plugged all main openings and the elevator shaft with concrete. And this was an interview titled Orion Technology and Other Secret Projects by Al Bialik or whatever, and Preston Nichols. And then Montauk Air Force Station, aka Camp Hero and Camp Hero State Park, Montauk Point, Long Island, New York, has long been the source of many and exotic conspiracy theories, most of which usually involved underground locations. This is interesting because I didn't know this was that close to where I'm at. I might have to take a Greyhound down there to Long Island. For example, it's rumored that Paperclip Mustache Man's crew scientists worked at the mysterious Long Island military facility commonly known as Montauk. Reminds me of Nantucket. Montauk. Anyway, the area takes its name from the region's original inhabitants, the Montauk Indians, who, according to the courts, no longer exist as a tribe, even though remaining Montauk tribal members insist they do still exist. But that's a whole other conspiracy theory. Many independent researchers have described Montauk as a secret research facility where, so they claim, PSYOP-like remote viewing and time travel experiments took place for decades before the site was eventually shut down. Conspiracy theorists even say there was a more advanced version of the infamous Philadelphia experiment conducted at Montauk. You may recall the original experiment allegedly rendered a U.S. Navy vessel invisible to enemy radar and listening devices. A story denied by the U.S. Navy. These top-secret experiments were known as the Montauk Project and were reportedly carried out in 9 subterranean levels beneath the abandoned Air Force Base. Quite a few Montauk Point locals have reported sightings of high-tech equipment being taken underground, and the existence of tunnels and subterranean bases throughout the region have long been rumored within the tight-knit community. So this is a raid. I can't talk New York. It's a nice little radar. A 2010 TV documentary, Inside Secret Government Warehouses, produced by the U.S. cable network Sci-Fi. The filmmakers went to Montauk to see if they could confirm the existence of underground facilities there. No tunnels or underground facilities were found. However, ground-penetrating radar devices were also used, and although not completely conclusive, they appeared to show evidence pointing to some type of underground chamber directly below ground, a conclusion confirmed by the independent radar technicians operating the device. The TV crew also revealed the vast network of tunnels beneath nearby historic resort hotel Montauk Manor. Many commentators believe these tunnels lead directly to the Air Force Station and were built as a part of the mysterious Montauk Project. The last time two people went out there, they were abducted. They were knocked out electronically and taken underground to another facility where mental adjustments were made on them. They were returned to the spot, but one of them was not returned exactly at the same time as the other. There was about a 2-second gap. And the one that was already there saw it. They knew immediately that something was wrong. They were given a warning. The underground system is still in operation. There are 3 entrances near AO. They have 3 plants in the Farmingdale area. Brookhaven National Laboratories have an entrance to the system. There is also a connection to the Newark ITT Corporation building. From there, a spur that goes to the ITT facility at Nutley. There is also a tunnel that goes from Newark to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. This is from Orion Technology and Other Secret Projects interview with the same 2 people I mentioned earlier, Preston Nichols. About Montauk and the Montauk Project. Among the more interesting is the classic The Montauk Project Experiments in Time by Preston Nichols and Peter Moon. As the authors state, the Montauk Project chronicles the most amazing and secretive research project in record history, starting with the Philadelphia experiment of 1943. Man, I wonder if my grandpa knew. My grandfather was in the Navy at that time. Philadelphia experiment of 1943. Invisibility experiments were conducted aboard the USS Eldridge that resulted in a full-scale teleportation of the ship and crew. 40 years of massive research ensued, culminating in bizarre experiments at Montauk Point that actually tapped the powers of creation and manipulated time itself. The Montauk Project bridges the modalities of science with the most esoteric techniques ever imagined, and finally catapults us to the threshold of the stars. We all know something, but we're not sure exactly what. The authors pull no punches in their search for the truth. This is acknowledged in the most recent, at the time of writing, review of the books on Amazon, in which the reviewer states, quote, "It took a lot of courage and perseverance to get this out into the public arena," end quote. One who debunks the findings of Nicholas and Moon, and indeed all who speculate on rumored events at Montauk and Camp Hero, is columnist Oliver Peterson. In an article published in the Dan's Papers newsletter dated June 5th, 2014, Peterson writes, quote, "Perhaps it was this early veil of secrecy that earned the base a reputation for much more than housing soldiers and protecting Montauk's vulnerable shores. Since the 1980s, conspiracies have circulated alleging that experiments in psychological warfare, teleportation, and time travel occurred there, and some believe continue at the site today. As the Montauk Project conspiracy gained momentum and exposure, increasingly bizarre stories were added spanning all manner of sci-fi plot. Today, there are hundreds of accounts including child abductions and torture, extraterrestrial beings, interdimensional travel, mustache man scientists, UFOs, reptilian beings, Sasquatch-like beasts, and much more. He concludes whatever went on at Camp Hero or didn't, or is still going on today. The decommissioned base remains a looming reminder of a bygone time and the Montauk that throngs of vacationers dotted her shores and development spread to every unprotected corner. The polar opposite what may or may not have happened, or may still be happening today. In and around Camp Hero, either way, even the most skeptical of us must conclude there remain many unanswered questions concerning Project Montauk and its rumored underground bases. Good. Peace, Kimba and Danny Skylark. Uh, uh, uh. Uh, Wow. Hypersonic air-breathing weapon concept. It's called the Hawk program. Huh. It's a joint DARPA/US Air Force effort that seeks to develop and demonstrate critical technologies to enable an effective and affordable air-launched hypersonic cruise missile. As much money as they dump into high-energy liquid laser. Uh, Enemy surface-to-air threats to manned and unmanned aircraft have become increasingly sophisticated, creating a need for rapid and effective response to this growing category of threats. Yeah, they're always saying these threats, right? How many years passed where there's never a threat? These people always use fucking fear to steer a narrative, whether it's their protection. Because people would be questioning, why are you building weapons? It's no threat. So they got to create a threat. What's up, Candy? Yes, sir. I mean, yes, ma'am. Damn it. I got to go to, hold on. I think this quote should be, oh yeah, I can't do that. Okay. Hold on, everyone. I could have finished this PDF, but I had to pin that. That's how good that quote is. It deserves to be pinned. Yeah, I know it's boring, Kimba. I can't help it. It's either I deal with a little bit of boring and show the screen, or I just sit here and talk about nothing and ramble on. Oh, I don't know. What would y'all want to look up? I was gonna look up DARPA weapons, but I'm trying to think of a good topic, something worth looking up. It's something interesting. Let's talk about racism. How about police brutality? Those topics suck. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna see if I can send it to you. Candy. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Was, man?
What's good, JG?
What happened to your other channel?
I got punished.
Dang.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Not only did they punish me, they said I wasn't punished, and yet I'm still punished. It's a joke. A terrible joke.
Hey, did they tell you the reason why your channel got kicked off?
Yeah. They said it was I think it said nudity or something. Because I showed that picture with the boob. Then they overturned my appeal and said I won it. Gave me my video back. That's why the video's still up. But yet they overturned my appeal and said I won, but still left the strike. So did I really win? Fucking jerks. It's fucked up.
Yeah, fuck 'em. Can't do shit.
No, I'm not even gonna argue with it. I'm not even gonna send no one an email. Just fuck it. Whatever. I'll take the week. I'll take the L. Every time my channel has no strikes, they find something to put a strike back up. I've noticed that. Every time, man, my channel's clear of all strikes. I know in a matter of time they'll hit me with one.
Do I have volume? I can't tell. I do, Candy? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Because JG won't answer me. Hey, Lucid. Chat, everybody.
Alright, I'm back. What's up, Kimbo?
Not much, my friend.
I should have read more chapters, but I'll save the last 3 chapters for tomorrow. I mean, the PDF's alright, but so far, 11 chapters in, they haven't said any information I really didn't know already, which is kind of disappointing, but whatever.
Mm.
Oh, I gotta send Candy that. See if I can send it to her. It's probably got too many. Maybe I could send a link.
Too many pages?
It probably will be.
Yeah, I figured I'd come up for a little bit because I'm exhausted. I'm tired.
Yeah, it's pouring rain today. It's gonna rain all day.
It's gonna rain again here too.
Damn, that storm front must be the whole East Coast.
I know it's hitting everywhere. People are getting big hail. I mean, I'm hearing even like baseball size hail. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Better get your baseball bat out.
I don't know. I thought the other day, I was like, oh, good. The weather's been good for like 2 or 3 days. I'm gonna plant one marijuana plant, just one. I don't want to waste my seeds. And I'll be damned if it rain didn't start the storm that night. And I was like, well, I'm glad I didn't.
I got pictures of your plant. I took screenshots, and when I look at it, it's just so it was an amazing plant. It's beautiful.
Yeah, well, one day.
I think we were talking too much real shit, Charles, and they shut you down.
Yeah, it was the video with Max Vision. He came over and he was showing all these like sperm and eggs and dragons and fish and all this stuff on he's showing the evidence of it. And the next day I went over to his platform. I seen he went live and he was telling me that he goes through the same thing with YouTube. And I said,
I'm just gonna believe you got shut down because we were talking real shit. That's my belief.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
because he said he goes through it too. And the narrative that Max has, and the same thing with Roger from Mud Fossils. Their narrative crushes the school system's narrative, or even the college. And even Roger, I remember years ago, he had a video and he was talking about the colleges won't even look at his work because it doesn't fit in their narrative. You know, even though it's the truth. So
Yeah, fuck narratives, man. That's what's fucking everything up.
Yep. Huh.
That just shows they're pushing choices on you, you know? This is the choice. This is the choice we want for you. This is our narrative that you got to choose to believe in.
Peace, Marcel, Lucid. Peace to the whole chat. Yeah, that guy, Philip Schneider. I think some of his information is true, but as far as him going to war with aliens and shit, I don't know. I think that part is an agenda.
Yeah, another narrative, some bullshit.
He used that narrative to because if he just talked about underground bases and he was a contractor with the government, not many people would listen. So he knows how much people believe in aliens, so he threw that in there to make it even more. It would travel to more people that way. Now, I'm not saying there isn't aliens where they can't. Maybe they can mix human genetics with an animal and get different results. But as far as aliens from another planet, I'm not buying that crap. Out of all the people in the world, out of all the people that live in my area, no one's seen an alien, right? You could ask so many people. They've never seen an alien running down the street. So these aliens just communicate with the government. Like, how do they know where to find the government? What did they crash land and say, take me to your leader? That's why they put that in fucking movies and shit. Take me to your leader to make their lie even more believable.
Yeah, you never see aliens. You always see like a ship, right? The military. You don't see the actual alien. It's always a fucking ship, a UFO. That's the military.
Right.
Take me to your leader.
Hell, I want to see one. Shit, produce one.
Right?
Not our own people out there flying the damn things, whatever, because they, whatever, reversed engineered them or whatever. Sorry, I walked away. I just got back. It's even getting cold in my house. I don't like that.
Yeah, it got pretty cold.
When I gotta put on extra layers of clothes in my house, I don't like that. It may be a little stupid, but I don't like it. I'm in Florida. I'm always in tank tops and shorts. It should remain that way.
Mm-hmm. Nonsense. Nah. Oh, shit.
So I don't have a lot to bring up. I'm pretty tired. I didn't get a lot of sleep. You know, I'm not sleeping a lot lately. And then, like, when I do sleep, it hits me at the wrong time. It's frustrating the hell out of me. So, like, I'm here to hang out, talk a little bit, but you ain't gonna get a lot out of me. I know it's hard to believe, but you're not.
The swarm of There's a swarm of mini fucking what are them things? Mini snails again. The whole wall's covered with them this time. Damn, I had this video that this guy showed a picture of a Coca-Cola can, but it was only with black and white, and it actually looked red. And I thought to myself, um, because we think the Coca-Cola can is red, because you see red when you look at it, but it's only used with black and white, and it made me think, or blue or white or something like that. But you see the red, and I was thinking, damn, do our eyes really project, what we want to see? Because red wasn't even used, but you could clearly see there's red in the Coca-Cola can. Is that because that's what we envision, that the Coca-Cola can's red, so that's what we're going to see? If that's the
Wait a
case, we
wait a
project what we see.
wait a
I
minute.
can't find the video. I thought I
Wait.
saved it.
Hold on. The Coca-Cola can is red and white. What?
Yeah.
What? And
But
I
they only
probably have
use
one. My
they only
son
use
probably
black and
has.
white.
Then they changed it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Period.
saying. But you can
Oh,
see
okay.
red, and the point of
Okay.
it is it's telling you that fucking they're only using these two colors, and they say you see red. I gotta find this video again because I want people to see it, because that's like proof that our mind projects what we want to see.
Is that how you see it? That our
Maybe.
mind
I'm not
projects we
saying
want to
it's
see,
factual.
or they
But
just change? Okay, or they just change
why
the
else would we
color?
see red?
Well,
If there's
maybe.
no red being used.
What if they just change the color? Like they're changing other things up. I mean, unless there's some what we seeing all colorblind now. I mean, come on. Coke's been around since what? I was a little girl. I'm 50 now, so does that mean we haven't been looking at red all this time for decades? I mean, I don't buy that.
No, I don't think you're understanding me right, but that's all right. I have to get the video to show it. Because I was looking at it and I'm like, the fuck? I see red. Because it stated, I'll find the video, show
Okay, yeah.
people. I could have sworn I saved it.
Indigo blue? Mix them together. What color do you see? I don't get it. I don't really know.
Such a crappy day today.
It could be worse.
Right.
Crappy days are usually the best because you're not getting fried by the sun. There's pros and cons.
Mm.
You can focus on the bad, but
Yeah,
that.
remember, where we put our thoughts. I don't ever want to focus on the bad. That's why I popped up here. I could be laying down and I was so tired and I was listening for a while and I was like, I can lay there and be tired and just be like, blah, because the weather's out. And I was like, I'll even pop up here. Even though I don't have much to say, probably not much to contribute. I'll pop up here anyways. Even though I'm tired as shit, I'll pop up here. Because it's better than sitting there like, oh, it's a gloomy day. Doo-dee-doo.
There's really nothing else to do. I fucking tagged some trains, skated for 20 minutes, ate shit, and now I'm here.
No, yeah. Yeah,
Ate shit.
exactly. Same here. I just ate. I already tended to my dogs. I've been up since 6
He doesn't
a.m.
mean eating food. When he says he ate shit, he fell. That's what it means.
Oh, well, yeah, well, either way. I'm just saying I ate some food, man. But no, yeah, I hear you.
That's
And
what skaters say.
if I do anything, it's much, much later today. Like, much later.
Yeah.
And
I talked to a
even
girl the other day. I met this chick, and it's hard to even talk to people because they're so fucking oblivious to everything.
yeah. So what happened?
I
You
don't
talked
know.
to this girl, and and how'd that go?
Nah, people are, they're still like on a, I'm gonna sound like a dick saying this, but people are like on a low fucking level of consciousness, and you're talking to them, and it's just like, oh man, I can't even conversate with people because it's just not even, there's no, the energy sucks.
No, that's not being a dick. I know what you mean. It's like you can't relate in any way because they're on one end of the spectrum, you're on
Yeah,
the
they're not
other,
on your
right?
level.
Yeah, I
It's just
get
what
that
it
all the
is.
time. I
That's
get
what
There's
I'm
that.
nothing
saying.
wrong with
Like
that.
in reality, like, dude, I don't know. It's like different worlds. Like this is a different world, and then real life is just fucking. It's like grade school or some shit. Like that mentality. People you work with. Dude, I hopped trains with some people the other day. I've only hopped trains with one person. This cat Mickey. That guy was insane. And then I met some people in Whitefish, and I'm talking to them, and they're so fucking indoctrinated and just so like out of the loop,
Yeah.
Look at this. Yesterday it was that chick Glow and Joe. And she's like, "Oh, that's your song. It should be instead of them saying Glow, they should say Joe." Who the fuck would want to meet this loser? Right? She needs attention that bad that you will stand next to this chomo. I left in the comments. I was like, "What the fuck? Joe the Dud. Joe Treason Biden. A traitor to the American people. Gives our tax money to everyone but our American people in need."
You
He's
spell
a bum.
trader. You spell trader as trader like Trader Joe's.
Oh. How are you supposed to spell it? There's only one way to spell trader, no?
Traitor.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Trade is
You're not black.
Trade.
It
Come on,
took me
Charles.
a
You're not black.
it took me a minute to
Joe
pick it up.
Biden.
It took me a minute, but yeah. That's when you actually trade something, my friend.
Yeah, Trader Joe's with the AI. You should be ashamed of yourself, Trader Joe.
Hey now.
Guy's a fucking joke. He's from my state too, Pennsylvania, and people suck his dick. They're like, "Oh yeah, vote for Biden." Democrat fucking stickers on their cars. Oh, this guy's a Trumper. Fucking stupid ass people. People in my family, fucking Democrats.
Oh, you should see out here in the country, people got big old, and they still got Trump flags waving out in the yard. And I'm like, really?
They all
Everywhere.
suck.
I'm like, oh my God. And he's out of there, long gone, and they're still out there. I want to go out there and pull out every damn, I'm like, please.
But But Michael, I hear your point. But look, it's a lesser of two evils, all right? And Trump is the lesser of two evils.
Yeah, right.
That's how people justify it. It's all fucking bullshit.
I know.
Still, people are still out here backing Bernie Sanders. That guy got bought out. They muscled him. Bernie folded. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Sanders.
Anybody in politics is gonna get corrupted, you know. But people, oh yeah, Bernie. I still like Bernie. Your problem is you're still fucking gung ho on politics.
Yeah, it's like still trying to find a figure to hold on to, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything. To be like, help us, save us. You're gonna help the people, please.
Yeah, if you really want to get behind somebody, fucking do research on journalists. There's a lot of journalists out there that are not pushing the narrative, and they're telling you what's going on, what's really going on. They're the real fucking leaders.
Yeah, religion has set people up to accept and worship these so-called leaders. They create these leaders and put them in place. They're just actors, man. It's sad. Like, you know, it'd be real crazy.
Yeah, but see, saying an actor, that like confuses people too. What do you mean they're actors? They're in the government. How are they actors? Like, people still can't see, you know. Politicians are fucking, you know.
Yeah.
Nefarious fucks. Frauds, fakes, phonies, you know, gangsters, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. People still separate the two, like, oh no, Hollywood entertains us and they lead us, and it's like, no, they're all one and the same.
Yeah, they're tricksters, pimps, you know. Like any politician you see, it's like, all right, this guy's a fucking, he's a narcissist. Like, they're all fucked.
I can't tell if it's gonna rain here now or not. Looks like it's gonna. Then the birds chirp, and it goes away. Then it comes back. Then it goes away. It's like, okay.
Yeah, people, you know, I try to speak to people like how contradictory a lot of this stuff is, and when you try to but you try to let people see how, like the thing with the underground bases, they say we're the best country in the world, but our own government don't even make bunkers for us. If they got 150 underground bunkers or bases, you would think they would build a couple for us, but nope, that ain't. If people don't think the government and the American government is not for the people, they're more for other countries than their own so-called country. That's what pisses me off is these migrants are getting $1,400 a month, and there's people on SSI that excuse me, barely surviving. They're getting food stamps, food stamps, insurance. They're getting housed, all this shit, and they haven't done a fucking thing for this country. There's people that have lived here and worked their whole life, and they can't even get help. Our tax money goes to everyone but us. That's bullshit.
Yeah, but these people getting benefits, right? These foreigners and whatnot, they're going to get fucked in the long run.
Yeah, they will.
It's because there's a shortage in the military. That's why I seen a commercial saying there's a commercial saying there's a shortage and they need soldiers. The American people are probably hip to what's going on, so they didn't join the military. So for the government to get soldiers, they'll take these criminals from other countries and be like, join our military and we'll give you a green card, a free ticket.
Yeah. I watched a documentary last night, and these people come from all over the world and go to Mexico, and they hop this train up to Mexico and cross the border. But the journey to get like to the border, they're getting robbed by the cartel. People that different governments are stealing their money and shit. It's pretty wild how like tough it is for other people, and then they come to America because I mean, shit, it's easier for them. They're getting robbed left and right by their own government. Cartels are fucking them.
So are we.
Yeah,
Right.
but it's for them. It's right in your face, right? They're just coming up. Hey, give me all you got. Like they're
right. And it's like I'm just trying to find a better life. Meanwhile, they're getting just robbed along the way.
well.
That's
See,
what I'm saying.
that's
They
just how
see
bad
money.
it is, though. In different
People in
countries, it's just
Mexico see money when they see Americans, They don't see people, they see dollars.
Well, they see it better than what they got over there. A lot better, a lot better. That's why, like, sometimes I sit here and it's like, yeah, even though all the crap they pull, I imagine how they got it going over there, and it's like, oh, I think I'd rather be here, honestly, unless I'm gonna be on some private island somewhere, away where no one can, compared to how they have it over there. I could see why they'd be running for the border, That's why it's like I don't blame them for wanting, To me, the land should be divided, who goes where and what, But I understand there's a system in place, and like I understand if you're here in your country and you're working, there's that discernment. Don't have them come over, not doing nothing to help. Give them all that. I get that, but I also don't blame them for wanting a better life. It's like,
well, the
I don't
Venezuelans
either.
were saying that America's put all these sanctions on the Venezuelan like industries and whatnot, and all these different governments are corrupt. They'll literally come right up to you and take your money, take everything you have, because everybody's just out for themselves. And then you come to America if you're a foreigner, and it's just like there's more opportunity, there's more security. Even though our country's as fucked as it is, cops aren't going up to Mexicans and taking their money. Cops aren't going up to Venezuelans and taking everything they have in America.
exactly. It's more safer for them, so yeah. And then think what they got to do to get here. And they lose family along the way and kids, and they get divided and all that. And they come and scoop the children, and they're like, oh, well, they could stay, but you can, or you can stay and you can't. And it's like, what the hell? Either make them all go back, make them all stay, but don't start dividing. It's like torturous enough. Now you're going to start dividing the family and dictate who goes where. And
Everybody's got to stick together, you know.
Yeah. There you go. Now I can read it.
Some of this is Latin.
Yeah, because
guess.
I can't read none of that, so there's that.
You got Yahweh with his hand coming out of a fucking butthole. Looks like he's being birthed out of a fucking anal cavity. Oops. Am I gonna burn for that?
That's offensive. That's a strike. You're out of here.
It hurt my ears.
Yeah.
So the one scale is tipping way, way down. Munda nuts. Does that really say? Okay, no. Munda nuts. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. Yep.
People be like,
You're not going there.
you don't, you don't ask God for, when you pray, you don't ask God for anything. And then they'll pray and ask God to bring them, peace and, it's funny, man.
Yep.
Instantly they contradict themselves. I've had to contradict it myself too. I'm not, saying better than anyone, but religion, I can't stand the concept of religion to deceive and control.
Yep.
They've taken the personal relationship with your higher self out of the perspective. You know?
Yeah, they plant that seed in everybody. Let's plant this religious seed in everybody's psyche. All right, now let's give them drugs. Big pharma. All right, what's next? Let's give them this. All these choices you don't fucking need. You know, I'm thirsty right now. Let me get a fucking gallon of Coca-Cola or Fanta. Fanta's got what, like 180 grams of sugar or some shit? 180% sugar, added sugar. Right? Am I gonna drink the bullshit or am I gonna drink the good stuff? You know?
Right.
And then these motherfuckers, oh, but the water, it's the water's bad too. Yeah, well, you can still find good water. You know, that's what I'm saying. It's all choices.
Yeah.
Everybody's got an angle. It's like, nah, you hear what the fuck I'm saying? I'm not. People want to be difficult. You know, there are better choices.
Yeah, you just gotta be willing to do it. That's all.
Yeah, the choice is yours.
The choice is yours. Sounds like a movie.
They're trying to make you helpless. Like what we were talking about, that learned helplessness, man, they're just mobbing down on your psyche, mobbing down on your physical being, like your physical self.
Yeah.
You know, in every fucking direction, they're boom, coming at you, boom, 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 throwing blows.
That's a good description, too. It's exactly what it feels like. Especially when you feel like you're getting somewhere, and then like you get knocked back down, and then you gotta climb up higher, and you get knocked down again, and it's like, it's draining. But I also believe it is preparing us for something. Like you said, JG, I believe another event has got to come. I believe
it is.
We're being built stronger for a reason, and I feel like there's some people that are really going to make it through it. Some people are going to be like, oh, screw this. Some people are going to be just chugging along, running on fumes, you know. Because I see the people that are changing, really fast. The people are just like, I'm just gonna stay in the same vibrational mood. Some people are like, oh no, it goes any farther, I'm giving up, you know, and I'm like over here like, wow.
Yeah.
These towers right here just look like bad news.
What's with the little blue bike in front of it? That reminds me of like a red dress out of the Matrix. You got the little person on the blue bike.
I don't know if it's me or JG. It echoes. Go ahead, say something.
Yeah, it's probably me. The fucking, I guess my headphones went to shit.
It's not
Could
that
be the
bad.
settings.
It's not that bad though.
These things just look like, because you got to put so many of them. When I was looking into microwaves and stuff, it's stronger, but it only goes a shorter distance. You know what I'm saying? It's not. So they're gonna put them every so many feet. Allegedly, that's what they're saying. So just imagine these things activated all at once. What is this going to change the entire frequency of everything? Once these things are all on and just spewing out just microwaves everywhere, people are gonna. It's gonna change the human body for sure. And then with all the metals people are ingesting, screw the metals. You don't even. I'm just saying, like, and it's not about the fear. It's awareness. You know.
You know how I feel? Who's to say some frequency or something right now? God, I feel like I'm losing my voice. Some frequency or something right now isn't pumping out because I don't know. I know it, you know, just talking to other people and myself in general, like mood swings are up and down. I have days where I'm more tired than others. Some days where I'm more emotional or moody than others. Some are more calm and serene. And my mom's feeling the same thing and other people. So I'm like, what if they're not pumping out something now to affect our moods, you know?
Yeah, because that's what a mood is. It's a frequency. It's a change. When you manipulate the water within the body, it's creating a feeling, or whether it feels good or not, it's creating feelings. That's very interesting. It's all chemical imbalance.
And
It's
just
all
talk.
Off.
Chemicals are your emotions. That's really what it is.
Yeah. And just like talk, even when I'm on the internet or on streams, just I could see how people are interacting. I could see when days are more calm, days are more a little tense. You know, I even pay attention to all that behavior. I pay attention to a lot of patterns. So
Hold on.
okay.
Thank you to our sponsor, Trader Joe's. Yo, they got the best fucking stuff. Like, best food, best prices.
Oh, I've never been to one. I've heard of one, but never been to one.
Oh, you're missing out. They got apples for like fucking 50 cents. All types of good shit in there. All organic, good stuff. Everybody in there is like, oh, Joe's shit. Hey, how you doing? Ready to check out?
They're all friendly and shit.
Yeah, Joe familiar. Like, hey, how you doing? All right. Oh yeah, you can put your skateboard against the wall. All right. They work like 4 hours a day, 5 days a week.
I'll have to see if there's one near where I live at, because
That energy's too overwhelming, though. You know, you go in there and they're just like looking at you. Everybody's all, hey, hey, hey. Yeah, I got a new dildo last night. Yeah. It's that like Christian Bible camp energy, you know.
Oh, that it's not just over friendliness. Oh,
No, you know what I'm saying. It's just in Italy we call it Joe. Like if somebody's really happy and like kind of over the top, like you call him Joe. Like this guy's Joe Familiar.
yeah. Okay, I gotcha.
Like, hey, how you doing, Kimba? Oh, yeah. I heard about you. Yeah. Oh. It's just like, god damn, like this motherfucker's on some shit.
Yeah, that would drive me crazy. We had one in Jacksonville, but that's closed. There's Orlando, Tampa, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Naples. Yeah, nothing near me. But that'd be interesting.
Jacksonville's. That's a. I spent some time there, and fuck.
That's a very high crime place there.
Yeah, the geography's interesting, but yeah, it is like a. It's pretty fucked.
Yep. I'm about an hour and halfway from something like that from there. Yeah.
That's one of those cities you go to, right? If you're living how I'm living, and the whole time it's like, god damn, I'm probably gonna have to fight people. I'm probably gonna have to, you know, do something because
Yeah.
you got people on bikes riding around, scheming, junkies scheming.
Yep.
Dudes driving by in the car trying to like psych you out, revving their engines, like you know, just like people are still on some dumb shit.
Oh, let me tell you, my sister used to go to the methadone clinic there, right? And she used to always beg me to drive with her because she had to go every morning. And I already got off the methadone. This was years ago. And I was like, oh, no. I was like, I'm not going an hour away every day. I'm just off of it. I got off of it, right? I'm like, screw it. I'm done. I'm off of it. I rode with her one day. And as soon as we pulled up in the parking lot, she must have had like 5 or 6 addicts run up to the car wanting to get shit from her, and I was over here like I was ready to boogie out of the car and leave, and I was like, oh no, this is not a good thing. No, this is the last time I come with you. Let's get the hell. I was like, this is crazy. Cops everywhere, you know. I was like, no, I'm not going to jail over this. No. Get us the hell out of here. I'm not coming again. People are savage.
Yeah, people play too much.
Yeah.
Like they think they're like I look young, right? And I'm pretty thin. And people, you know, they'll look at me, they'll size me up, and I might talk some shit or like think I'm pushover, like an easy target, and it always backfires on them. I keep it cool and, you know, cordial. Hey, how you doing? You know, even if they're junkies, but like these motherfuckers when I see you like on some DMX shit, like what up? What's going on? People are like, oh yeah, what's up? You know, it's like I don't even want to fucking talk to you. I'll say 2 words. I'll be brief, but I'm not gonna fucking. I'm not trying to, you know, be your friend. I'm not trying to conversate with you.
Right. I'll put the link out there, Christos, but yeah, I don't know where Charles is. Couldn't tell you.
Then when you do have a conversation, it's always the same shit with these motherfuckers. Oh yeah, fucking, I'm strung out on this. Yeah, fucking, baby mama. Blah, blah. It's all the same shit.
Yeah. Oh, I can hear the trains.
Shut up. The trains don't They don't talk. That's why I love them. Seriously.
That's why I like animals. They don't talk.
It's no bullshit. You don't see a fucking train car, you know, all fucking zanied out.
Right. I seen a couple of your videos. I see the whole fascination thing. My
I
God,
notice you like your comments. You'll post a comment and then you'll like your own comment.
yeah. Oh yeah. You see that? Yeah. Okay, forgive me, Christos. I'm going backwards here, typing the link in. Dun dun dun. That's how tired I am. I got the S and the P backwards and whatever. It's I don't know. Yeah, that's how tired I am.
Got to get outdoors, Kimba. Find
yeah.
Find some hobby or some shit.
Oh, JG, you don't know. I have
Start
this
hopping
park.
trains.
Yeah. I have a park I go to over here, my little Serenity Park, that I have to go to the ground now because there's not many spots in my yard. I'm out in my yard every day. See, I have an acre here I got to take care of. So I mow, I pull weeds. I got my pool, but the rain has been lacking for that. I'm getting ready to plant 3 more apple trees. I got into acrylic painting. There, I got the link right, Christos. Haha. I got into acrylic painting, but I've done so many paintings I have around the house that they're piling up. And now I got to put the resin coating on, like the gloss, and I'm going to start selling them. I am going to make my own business. But I have, my older mom here. She's got dementia. She's doing everything she can for my 8-year-old niece that I'm raising because my sister passed away 2 years ago. Then I got my 20-year-old son who's trying to work his way on getting out of the house. And then my dimensional dad 10 minutes down the road, so I'm trying to incorporate a business, take care of my family, plus I'm busy all the time, believe me.
My bad.
That's
I
all
had to
right.
call the nurse.
Yeah.
I'm just saying physically, because I mean that'll fucking bring you back to life if you're feeling down. Like go for a walk or go hike or some shit. But Florida sucks. Like
Yeah.
I've spent time in Florida. There's no mountains. Like
Oh,
You
you mean
know,
like travel? Sorry, Charles. Like travel. Yeah, like travel.
just physical. Get your body moving.
Yeah.
Get them rewards coming in.
Yeah.
I got a cure for chemtrailers. This is the cure.
That's it.
That's funny. Yeah, you
Take
did
some
it.
planes out.
You did that the other day. That's funny. Hey, Charles, I'm coming in the back door. Okay.
Yeah.
I need to move my body around. Oh, there's Christos. I finally got the link right. Yeah, I got to move my body around.
Take out some planes with potato guns, potato cannons.
Nah, these are Philippines people, and they had I think that's a 50 cal in the back of the pickup truck with a seat on it. Like, if you really think about it outside the box with common sense, these people are spraying stuff on us saying it's an experiment, it's for your own good. Who gives them the right to do that? And then if we buck down the plane, we're fucking terrorists or criminals. But they're not criminals for poisoning us. Like, I think we've lost, not everyone, but when it comes to common sense, law gets in the way. you're deemed
Did you just say
a
law?
villain. Yeah, law, because you'd be convicted in a court of law for doing that. But they can spray over you and tell you it's for your own. It's for an experiment. We're changing the weather, because they don't care about your health at that point. They're just doing it anyway. But if I was to do that and tell them stop flying over my building with that garbage, right? Law would deem me a terrorist or an evil person. So law is
Yeah, these rollers, right? They just want to get away with shit, man.
yeah.
Do whatever they want to do. It's like growing up and you got that like had a wealthy cousin. My he had his own business. My cousin was such a spoiled brat, getting away with shit, talking to people all disrespectful, playing games. That's how they get, and then boom, they get checked. Then they'll snitch on you.
When you check them, you're the bad guy.
Yeah,
Well,
it's that they'll dub you. It's just manipulation.
Yeah, it's it's like this high of moving the goalpost for them and pushing the envelope in a bad way by seeing how much more they can get away with, or what type of new deviant thing they're gonna do. It's like some Aleister Crowley type stuff. It's that type of mentality. It's psychopathic, right? You get off on knowing that you're pushing the boundaries. And if you're not getting checked, it's even better, right? So it's just it's the natural order and balance of the yin yang of things. You know, People gotta be checked that are doing things out of pocket.
Yeah, that's why the youth's growing up wrong. At least the OGs, when I was growing up, would try to guide you and teach. People call them hypocrites, but they were trying to guide you away from the mistakes they made. Nowadays, there don't seem to be too much of that. Holding accountability,
Well, and
smacking some
Charles,
youth up.
Well, see, my
real quick,
OGs, I got
JG.
to know them. Yeah, you got it.
Oh, I appreciate it, man. I was just gonna say, and then you got it. I even watched a video the other day talking about quote unquote, these rappers like Snoop Dogg and whatnot. They're like acting like uncles that still want to be young in their midlife crisis, promoting all this toxic, bad stuff in the hip hop culture. But you got it. I just wanted to say that. Kind of goes along with what you were saying, Charles.
Yeah, I noticed that
Yeah,
my OGs, they peaked mentally, consciously, and in the last 10 years, I just seen them kind of stay in the same mindset, the same propaganda, the same mind control as got them by the balls, and they're really not fucking growing at all. They're still drinking, or they're relapsing into drinking, or going back to doing crime and dumb shit. It's like we're the I don't know, man. Fuck this whole OG shit. See all these people get caught up in the street stuff, and it's just like, come on, man. Like, you gotta level the fuck up. People still looking for validation around the same fucking people caught under the same mind control. It's
that's the problem. Is looking for validation. What do people need validation for? Like I don't get it. Why you got to be accepted by other people? That's the
other
thing.
people, like they like with skateboarding, man. Like, yeah, I'll look back on things, and we were like the top dogs, and we validated people and whatnot, and we were regulated shit basically. But the people I'm around that I'm holding it down with, like the people I'm skating with, I'm looking at them like, you're mind controlled. Like I could see through everybody. I could see like where everybody's head was really at, and it's just you just gotta get away from all that shit, you know? Because most of these motherfuckers stay in the same fucking headspace, you know? Same beliefs, same mind controls got them. They're, you know.
Yeah, it's like getting caught up in contrived subcultures. It's like people that base their identity too much off of like a, let's say, just like a genre of just a genre. Let's just say. So that's why there's starter pack memes. The people that are like, oh, I'm a goth person, or I'm a this or that. You know, people that are so ready.
A starter pack.
to
That's
easily put in
funny.
boxes. Yeah, right. Like they, wearing the Timbs. They got the, and there's certain dope fits out there. I'm not hating on the, that one meme with it's like Winnie the Pooh with Timbs. It's not Winnie the Pooh. He's got that beanie or something. It's that old meme. Anyway, but yeah, y'all
Yeah,
got
well,
it. I don't know where I was going with that.
Clothing ain't everything, man. Like I know people that focus so much on fucking clothing and whatnot, but they're
Yeah.
as thinkers, they're just, you know, they're fit in their thought, you know, their thinking fits are trash, you know. If they got Skechers for fucking, you know,
They
for
got New
thinking.
Balance.
Yeah, they're rocking Skechers mentally.
Yo, I was watching this Sean Price video yesterday, right? And, I was stoned, and I don't know, I just focused on what he was saying even more, and I'm like, dude, the illest MCs don't even really get credit. I mean, his lyrical ability is just off the fucking chain. People like Method Man, RZA, when you listen to the lyrics, it's like, how the fuck did they piece that together? Or say some of the stuff they say is brilliant.
Yeah, J. Rue, I mean, he that dude sharp. But then what's his name? Machine Lies, he put me on to that K Rhino dude. He's from Texas, but K Rhino, you should check that dude out. He knows what's going on.
Sean Price said something like, "You're a slave to the rhythm. So after I finish rapping, I whip them." I was just like, yo, this dude's crazy. Then you hear the sound of the whip. Whoosh, whoosh.
Sean Price, Sean P.
Yeah, Monkey Bars,
Kumbaya.
that album is a classic, man. A fucking classic. He went off in that. Everyone was like, yo, I seen an interview with Rock, and he said Magnum Force wasn't that good of an album. And I'm like, nah, that shit's a classic. That's a fire album. I don't know why. All their music's classic to me. All of the old school shit. Like, the RZA is the best producer in the world. No one. There's not a producer out there that can compare to the RZA from 93 to 99. Or I'll even push it back a year, 98. From them points, he had all platinum albums almost. No one has the catalog like the RZA. You know, like Tikal and fucking Liquid Swords, Iron Man, the Pillage, the Killer Bee albums, Killer Army, all them. No producer can touch that. None.
What? So
Not even
RZA
Dr.
did.
Dre.
RZA did Mr. Sandman on Tikal. That was all RZA.
I'm pretty sure.
You know that track, Mr. Sandman?
Oh, hold on. I got the album. Hold on. Let me look it up.
Yeah, Tikal. That was a fucking dope ass. That was a dope album. Yeah, man, I got my fucking fit on. I'm fucking feeling fresh. Shit. Got my Palace skateboards gear on, man. I'm about to go vote for Joe Biden. Do you know why? Because I ain't got a fucking brain.
What are you doing, Charles?
Alright. Damn. I was like, damn, I know I had Method Man. This is why I miss albums. Like, for this reason. You could just open it up and look at who produced what. I used to look at these albums and read every fucking song to see who was the writer, who produced it. I knew it all, man. Now, and I would always look at who they said peace to, you know, their shout outs in the album. But hold on. Mr. Sandman. Yup. It's produced. Let's see. Record and mix at Chung King, New York City. Yep. Wait. Produced by Prince Rakim, the RZA for Wu-Tang Productions. I think he did this whole album, if I'm not mistaken. Stimulation, the RZA. I Get My Thing in Action, the RZA. PLO
So
Style,
crazy.
the RZA. Yep. All RZA.
That's sick. All
That's
right.
what I mean. Same thing with Iron Man. Liquid Swords, Return to the 36 Chambers, the first album. Who else had fire albums? And it went even Method Man's to Cal and Judgment Day 2000. That one, classic.
Well, I'll tell you who's a really good producer is Q-Tip and Havoc. I mean, Q-Tip and Havoc, those dudes are fucking animals. Like,
Oh yeah,
they make. I didn't know RZA
they don't
did
have a catalog like
Tikal.
the RZA. Find me a
Yeah, I
producer that
got you,
got the
but
catalog like the RZA. Nobody.
yeah, but
To me, like when it comes to the 36 Chambers and the Return to the 36 Chambers to Cal and Purple Tape, Cuban Links, Iron Man, all them, The Pillage, all of them are like, to me, they're like books. Or like, it's like putting a book into the tape deck and playing it. The way the RZA would mold together all the tracks, and then you got your little skits and stuff. How it was just like a movie. You could play a movie in your mind. You could picture what they're talking about. But most people didn't like Wu because, at least most people I knew, because they're too lyrical for them. They were too lazy to learn. That was the problem. I don't know what they're talking about. That's
well, see, what I realized when I was growing up, like 14, 15 years old, and I'm meeting all the OGs from the 90s, I realized all those dudes were conscious with the lyrics and whatnot. And then my generation was just, you know, growing up when, you know, Lil Wayne was popping up and what do you call it, like 2007 is when it started going downhill. But dudes weren't really conscious. They weren't about like being that nice. Like they were just about like the kind of like party rap. So that, I mean, that's what I've seen, that decline of, you know, the substance. Like people don't want what other people used to want, you know? The golden era was high standards, you know, it was on a different level, and now it's just watered down, kind of everybody's just like, you know,
Yeah, the soul's
just
been
going.
stripped out of it.
Yeah, it's like the craft itself has been, you know, contrived and emasculated, you know. But you still got rappers. I mean, you still got Black Thought. I mean, yeah, there's still rappers out there, but it's not the rappers. It's like the people, you know. like the listeners, like they just settle for some dumb shit. Just over time, it's like, oh man, you lost your taste, man. You're over here eating Trader Joe's, 10 years ago, and now you're eating fucking.
Back that thing up.
Now
Now
you
you're
eat.
eating gas station burritos.
Yeah, now you're exactly every day,
I'm sorry, I have to say it. Now you're eating a goldfish on sushi. Christos, what kind of avatar is that? What is that?
It's a meme. It doesn't show the full text, but if you look close,
It's a
let me see here. It
goldfish
says,
on
just
rice.
made some homemade sushi. Follow me for more recipes. And it's with some grains of rice with a cracker on it. Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Okay, I was like, I know, I'm seeing that.
Yeah, no, I didn't actually like put that on the table and take a picture of it.
That's what I was thinking.
But I
I was
would,
like, yeah,
you know, I
yeah,
would, I guess, it takes minimal effort, make a dumb little
yeah.
meme.
That's
This
okay.
meme life chose me, I didn't choose it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but JG was right. Also, I just wanted to say this from earlier. JG was right about, different areas of places and whatnot, and just people acting fools, revving their engine, trying to do dumb little intimidation tactics when more often than not, they're not even going to do anything. But, I was in downtown St. Louis for this music video shoot. I'm not trying to act like I'm on anything. I was there with my buddy for his alleged friend that was, doing this rap music video. It was really dumb. It was down by the arch by this graffiti wall, and man, I thought it was screaming, but it was screeching of tires. There was this car doing a burnout right near our where we were doing this video shoot. We had all these like cool looking cars set up with their lights on and whatnot. We're just like standing in the background. All of a sudden, this car comes by doing a burnout, and they drive by with multiple dudes hanging out the window showing guns. I mean, one of them had a rifle or like some type of more than just a pistol. I couldn't tell. It was kind of dark out, but they're just stuff like that, man. It's like, are they really about to just drive by, or because some dude on our end that was actually the buddy of my buddy, and he wasn't even my friend was being an idiot and just wanted to, be cool and seen here and whatnot. I was like, I got us out of there, but his friend even ended up, pulling his pistol and like ducking down like there was about to be a shootout, man. It's like, nah, you don't need to be in this situation. I'm. It was my Asian autistic friend who loves working out and wants to hang out with black people and think he's on something. It was ridiculous, man.
Yeah, he's
I
trying
mean,
too
that
hard to
was
be
years
down.
ago. Yeah, and we're gonna get ourselves in trouble because of his, and he was being influenced by the culture, the toxic culture, man. It was par for the course. But anyway,
He was experimenting. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen plenty of those dudes.
yeah, they want to start hanging out in trap houses in the hood when they're from the suburbs. Oh my goodness, it's so
That's why I
trollish.
said in my rhyme, I said rappers want to glorify killing, but don't speak on what comes with it. Rappers want to glorify prison, but be the first one snitching.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Yeah, fuck all that shit. That's where Tupac fucked up, because Tupac, they were saying that, oh, he's not real, blah, blah, blah. But Tupac, out of a lot of these rappers, was very fucking smart. And he was kicking some real shit, and people were just like, oh, this dude's a bitch. He's not real. And Tupac fed into that shit. So it's like, you're constantly getting fucking, pressed by the toxic cultures, and sometimes they'll bait you in. Then they're saying Diddy had fucking Tupac and Biggie killed. Now I'm seeing that all around.
Yeah,
I've
that's
seen
what
some of
I
those
had heard
videos.
originally a while back, which seemed to have some type of validity to it if you really do the research per se. It's like one
Yeah,
of those things that's accepted but not said out loud. Like everyone knows it, but they would never try to accept anyone trying to push that out.
Yeah.
Until later on, till it's like way past already done. Then they're like, yeah, this was actually what happened.
I don't know
They're
how like
jumping
guys
on
like
the
50
Diddy
Cent.
wave.
I don't know how guys like 50 Cent didn't, it blows my mind how these real ass motherfuckers, right, work with these fucking creeps. They work with these scumbags.
And they work with the police. And then in their rhymes, they talk shit about the police, but they hire the police as their security. So there's so
Yeah,
much
no.
contradictory in what's spoken on the mic. And that was my whole thing when I used to rhyme. I'd be like, man, I can't speak on stuff that I don't do because you get called out, you just look like a cheese ball.
That's why I
So-
fuck with Big L, because Big L actually fucking, he wasn't all talk. Like, the guy really lived. He really had his morals and stayed true to himself.
I think a lot of them want that fame and fortune so bad. They want it so bad.
Well, no, the fame and fortune, see, it introduces you to the fucking circus, to the bullshit.
Yeah.
Like say Chrisos is a rapper and he gets, now he's kicking it with 50 Cent. Well, now he's going to be seeing a lot of weird shit. He's going to be interacting with people where it's like, fuck, I made it this far and now I got to deal with all this shit.
Yeah, you get like roped in. Yeah.
But that's with anything. I mean, that's politics, that's police, that's fuck.
Yeah.
Everything's corrupted.
Yeah.
But that's how you make money, If you want to make money, you don't have to, but if you're trying to pursue being someone as a rapper, as a popular rapper, there's bullshit.
If you're trying to get up like in that bracket, right, of being
Yeah.
part of the rich and elite, yeah.
Where like the ill rappers were kind of like, nah, fuck all that shit, Like Big L was always MF Doom, like those dudes were kind of like, they were calling people out, and they weren't selling out, they weren't being bought, they weren't complying.
Were these the younger rappers?
These are the rappers I'm talking about. These are like the best rappers, lyrically, skill wise, creative wise, but as a person, they stood their ground. And
Okay, when you say Tupac and that, I'm thinking a lot of the younger rappers they got now that don't last long.
But I'm not even saying Tupac, because Tupac he fed into the shit,
Yeah.
It did change Tupac, and you've seen a lot of dumb shit from Tupac, but like there are rappers out there that kind of fucking stayed on their own path and navigated pretty damn well, and it's usually the underground rappers.
Yep, independent.
Yeah, I fuck with 50 Cent, but I really don't. I seen how far that guy's got. I'm like, yeah, he's probably got a lot of dirt. There's probably a lot of fucking dumb shit he's done or a part of, or
For sure.
Right, what you got going on here, Charles? No, thank you, Lucid. That's okay. I'll pass.
Adrenochrome. Peace to S.
Oh, wait, what's this? Hold on. Is that
Hey,
Britney
Kimba,
Spears?
you ever watch that show, The Wire, Kimba?
The Wire? No, I don't think
You should
so.
watch it. You should check that out.
The
It'll
Wire?
open your eyes to a lot of shit.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna write it down. What is this, Charles? Is that Britney Spears on the left? Who's under her? Her sister?
Kimba's gonna have nightmares.
Is it that bad?
Nah,
Don't
it's just reality, honestly.
Okay, I was gonna say, don't scare me, JG. I was kidding. Okay. The Wire.
But if you understand like the street culture and whatnot better, you watch that and it's just reality. Yeah.
Good. I always like a good movie once in a while.
Well, it's a TV series. It's from like the early 2000s, but it's
Okay.
one of the best fucking shows that ever dropped.
Okay.
People are too scared to talk about this shit because they're too caught up in their career or whatnot. I don't got a fucking career. I got nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't.
well, you can't say this because you're gonna offend G Unit. G Unit's gonna fucking hate you. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
I've always had that belief system. My family knows it. Me and my sister always did. We didn't like to comply much. We fought our way through the system. You know, we went through our share of hell raising because we did not want to go along with a lot of stuff. So I've already been in that mode my whole life. Even my fear. Even my
people got too much. People got too much fear to say real shit. Like, say you go to jail and then people are, say I gotta, kill some people in prison or jail, right? I gotta do what I gotta do. Say I make it 2 days in prison. That's how it is. I accept that. Like the politics, all that bullshit,
Yeah.
I'd rather die in 2 days than fucking be in prison for 20 years.
Yeah, well, I'll give you that right there because, yeah.
A lot of people,
that'd be a lot of torture on me because you come out after that long and start all over in a whole new, and a lot of people don't make it like that. And then, like, I couldn't see that.
No, it's just the politics in there and the madness, like getting shit on and it's like I'm not taking shit. If you're a killer, kill me,
Yeah.
If I'm a threat to your fucking bullshit politics and your bullshit, if you're gonna disrespect me, then I'm a threat. All right, well, kill me. That's what people on the street. It's like, what are you gonna fucking do? Like, if you're gangster, come on, shoot me. Then these motherfuckers, oh, this dude's crazy, or oh, I've had dudes back down where it's like they got guns. Yeah. I knocked some dude out in Florida, and then I got these random fucking hooligans coming up to me, just trying to press me for no reason. I'm like, what's the problem here? Like, this motherfucker's talking shit. I did what I did. You just don't even know this fool, and they're like, oh yeah, fucking, we got guns, and I'm just like, all right, like, I just walked away, And then they're like, they walk away with their like tails between their legs, and I'm just like, see, why the fuck are you even why are you coming at me? Mind your own fucking business. But you go to jail or prison, it's nothing but bullshit like that, Like, dudes will feel inferior, or they'll just want to flex because the psychology of people is fucked.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. It's like an intimidation tactic, right? To see how you're going to react most of the time.
Just crabs in a barrel, like just weasels, you know.
Okay, what is this? This is a cool. What is this? Let me see here.
It's a map of the
Aquarius.
stars.
Oh, map of the stars. Oh, okay. Yeah, you see some of the constellations. Wow, I didn't know about most of those.
My opinion is, or this is somebody else's, you know, how they see the fucking stars. You know, I think, in my opinion, name them your own. You want to name them. It's your experience. Why we live in someone else's experience following these names?
There's a lot in there with the signs. Capricornus, Sagittarius. Oh, wow. There's even Aries. Huh. Look, you're there, Charles. You're a constellation.
There's no way in hell that stars can be man-made, that the sun and the moon can be man-made.
No, I have no idea.
I listen to certain people and talking about the stars and space and whatnot, and then the other night I seen the Northern Lights popped up. People are saying that shit's fake. I don't think man can fake that shit.
Technology could. I think that's what the stars and everything is, some sort of technology, man, with electricity.
But man, made by man. Like man has created the stars.
Maybe.
I don't know about man. I wouldn't say man, but would you think, JG, what? Would you just say they're naturally there? I mean, I don't know.
Well, it's life, you know. It's just a part of life, just like these trees. Like man didn't make these fucking trees I'm looking at, right?
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have these nuts say, "Oh yeah, it's Jesus," right? All right, fuck, that's your theory, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's got these goddamn theories, but to me, it's just like it's just another mystery. It's just, you know, but you got these motherfuckers. Oh yeah, space. This is fake, and
we've been here, we've been there. We made this. We didn't make that.
yeah, the wingnut conspiracy theorists. That's when they start, you know, coming out with their bullshit. Stars are fake. The moon was made by man.
Yeah.
I mean, I know NASA's fucking theater. Like, you know, I'm starting to wake up to that shit, but
yeah, like Jay Hyten put in there, China. I seen that patent for some fake sun already. So you don't believe like in a sun simulator? If there's a sun simulator, have you ever pointed your camera up to the sun? I've watched that thing be a little ball, the sun, and it bounced off multiple clouds that made the sun brighter. Like it was adding more light to it. I've caught that on, I've put out so many videos about it, and I'm like, it looks like a damn, and I was, you know, giving my own little theory behind it. I was like, it looks like a damn cue ball bouncing off of clouds with lights in it, and then it would get brighter, and then it would leave it and dim. And go to another cloud. We've been there. We made this. We didn't make that.
yeah, why am I hearing my voice, man? The wingnut conspiracy theorists, that's when they start.
Who just came on the panel?
Their bullshit. Clean up in aisle 10.
Lucid.
Lucid, mute for a minute,
God
buddy.
damn it, Lucid. Theater, like, you know. I'm starting to wake up to.
Mute, Lucid, mute for a minute. Okay, there you go. Woo. Wow.
He's got a big delay. That was like 10 seconds ago. A 10-second delay.
Yeah.
Did I do that?
All right. Got some scared the hell out of me. All right.
What's up, Lucid?
Peace. I never know if I'm muted.
Damn, Christos dropped off. I like to hear what Christos has got to say, but he probably gets bored.
Yeah, he went
Yeah.
live the last couple of days. I missed him. I was pissed because it's not often he goes live, and I get pissed when I miss it.
Well, he was going live a bunch, and then I kept seeing he's got scheduled times for like 7:45. That doesn't happen. The next night doesn't happen. It's hard to catch
he's there. I was gonna say, I'm gonna say it. That's because he sets them and sometimes don't go on time. Oops, did I say that? No, but yeah, I watched a couple of them in and out.
Yeah, Charles, you're like the most consistent, honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's because I'm a loser.
I don't know.
Stop saying that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't say that.
Don't say that.
Yeah. You'll make it happen, my friend.
Yeah. When I listen
if you
to
were a
12
loser,
Jewels,
Yo, if you were a loser, right, you'd be fucking.
Did you say you were a
smoking
loser,
crack.
Chuck?
Yeah,
Yeah, you'd be
I'd be
smoking
smoking
crack,
crack,
you'd be-
fucking in the middle of the street with two different colored socks on.
Nah, dude, you
Yeah,
ain't no loser, bro.
You'd have a relationship with like a crackhead woman,
I'm
5
the
baby
permanent
moms.
crackhead, bro.
I don't even like downing drug addicts either, because
Yeah,
they're just people stuck in their own misery, and they use it to numb the pain.
Yeah, but that's loser shit.
Yeah, or misguided shit.
Dude, I was an alcoholic, drinking big time. I was losing, man. Loser shit.
What's up with all this echo, StreamYard? I mean, it's from Lucid's is causing an echo, and JG. I know it's not you guys' fault, but StreamYard needs to it's StreamYard. They need to fucking, unless someone has YouTube open, but
I was gonna say, Lucid, do you have two devices open, buddy? At all? Because I don't.
as long as you mute up when
No,
people are speaking, it's all good.
I just closed out my YouTube. Is it still echoing?
No.
Okay.
Only when I speak.
It's not your side, Charles?
I like how we really don't get bent out of shape over it, though. Like the echo. Like you see on all these other different panels. You're echoing! What the fuck? People lose their shit. Like they get a chance to bitch and complain, and they just get all over dramatic, and they just fucking, run with it.
They jump on it, right?
Yeah. Fucking pussies.
Hey, faceplant. You hit yourself off, JG. How you doing, faceplant? Sorry. Oh, I know Chris does.
See, you guys were on one, and I get up here and fucking conversation stops, man. Sorry, guys.
Oh, no, you're fine. It's not you.
It's because I'm writing my rhyme, trying to finish it.
No, you're fine.
I said, everyone's about to check out my melody. About to kill this mic and catch a felony. Up close and personal, jump out, surprise. No time for merciful as I look into the eyes. Make contact for the contract and get a piece of the pie. I'm about to have a pig roast with the thin blue swine. Yeah, I'll put that next.
Fuck the big three. It's just big me. Everybody's going bananas over that shit.
I said spontaneous, out of the blue. Commit random acts, not thinking it through. I answer no questions and I don't have no clue. Brain damage, another case of amnesia. Rock the cops to sleep like a dose of anesthesia. Always have tricks up my sleeve except I wore my wife beater.
Like that.
Yeah. You need beats, though. I need beats to go with it.
That's a dope tree, JG. I think it's badass.
Oh, it's
Oh.
big.
Oh yeah.
You could almost climb that sucker. You would need one branch lower, though, I'd say. It looks like. That's just a little kid of me speaking. One branch lower. It looks like.
Hey, Lucid, unmute real quick so I can fix the settings on there. I bet y'all stop it from echoing.
Hello. Yo yo.
Yo, mic check.
Alright.
You didn't fix it.
Alright. No, damn. Oh well, I tried.
NASA, we have a problem.
I'll drop a beat and you freestyle to it, Charles. You down?
No, because it's gonna echo.
Oh man, he said no.
Wait a minute. When you just talked, it didn't echo, though. Talk again. It didn't echo now.
What?
Yeah, you're not echoing.
Yeah, we're cool now.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, it did go away. Let me see if now let's see. Oh.
I got a beat. Let's see how you do, Charles. Let's see if you can adapt to this beat.
I'm kind of scared to hear it.
It's going to take me
So
2 minutes.
am I.
Hold up.
Fucking JG's laying in the grass. It's like and the yellow brick road is the train tracks. Isn't it crazy that all these movies, you know, that's how they put the truth right in our face, you know? They'll show you the truth visually and then speak lies over it. You get what I'm saying? That's the trick. Is they'll show you like lands in the outer ice ring in a fucking hillbilly buckle movie or some shit. Or no. What movie? What's the one with the wand? What was that kid's name?
Harry Potter.
Yes, Harry Potter. They'll put truth in there and they'll show these giant trees and all that, but then they'll speak lies out the mouth and tell people it's fiction. That's their balance. They show the truth through the visuals and lie with the words, the sound. Not all the time, but there's something about sound that manipulates everything.
Manipulates your cell structure of your body.
All right, I got the beat ready. It's a slow beat, but let's see if you can adapt to it. You got it, man.
Yeah, try this, Charles. See what happens.
He's gonna play an instrumental. Hey yo! Nah. Oh, see, it's gonna do that. Alright. I'm a master of my craft using the least bit of energy. Rule 1, never underestimate your enemy. Pass down true wisdom for many crucial centuries. Tracing my roots back to the source is beyond the seed. It's about the observer guiding the growth of trees. Manipulating the elements with the price. Anyway, I can't even hear the beat. When I start speaking, the beat cancels out. It's throwing me off. I'm a master of my craft using the least bit of energy. Rule 1, never underestimate your enemy. Yeah, when I was spitting to it, man, I was canceling out the beat. That sucked. So I was about to destroy it.
That was a good beat. Once it picked up.
It was.
At the beginning, I thought you were playing a classical beat, JG. I was like, oh no, you are not. That's until it picked up.
Jay Heighton said, yeah, that ain't gonna work. At first, I wasn't gonna rhyme, and then I heard the beat, and I'm like, okay, let me go into my catalog and pick something out.
Well, you tried.
Those are the beats I like, them type of beats where it allows you to speak.
Yep. Make up your own stuff. Pick your own beat.
Now we know it's going to cancel you out, so ain't doing that again. Goddamn technology.
Huh. What time is it? 11:13.
10:13.
I don't even know. Oh, 11:13. I'm on your time frame. I don't look at clocks that much unless I gotta be somewhere.
Nowhere to run to, baby. There's nowhere to hide.
Oh, bye, Lucid. Have a good day. I'm getting tired. You're more tired.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump off myself in a minute.
Okay. I'm barely hanging on.
Do what I gotta do now, get it over with, and then do nothing, because it's a shitty day.
I've been up since 6 a.m. doing everything. I could do more yard work, though. Okay, Faceplant, your turn. Start rapping. Faceplant's with you, right?
There's nowhere to run to, baby. There's nowhere to hide. Poetic.
How you doing, Faceplant?
That's the shit.
Yeah, talk to us. How you doing?
I forgot to add that album in there. That's another classic that goes from 93 to 99 with the RZA.
That was all RZA, right?
Shit. Yeah. Yep, that's another classic in their second album, The Pick, the Sickle, and the Shovel. The RZA drops so many gems. He drops too many gems.
I might use that song for my next video.
The RZA, when he dropped Bob Digital, you know, everyone's like, oh, the RZA's about to drop a solo joint. I ain't gonna lie, I was disappointed. Because Bob Digital is just another alter ego of him. And I wanted the RZA. I thought it was gonna be a whole album of fucking just fire. And it was Bob. I mean, it was fire, don't get me wrong, but I wanted the RZA, not fucking Bob Digi. Oh, he used to drive me crazy.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know who that is. I don't even know who that is. Never heard that from.
It's Bob Digital.
Yeah, never heard of him. Maybe if I heard a song, but I don't know that name. I don't keep up with some of those people. I'm more into rock. I like rock a lot.
Yeah, Bob Digi. He keeps putting out Bob Digi stuff, the RZA. I don't know why he just don't. Like, even The Cure was supposed to be his first solo album, The Cure. That album he put out called The Cure, I don't know, man. It's just a bunch of songs thrown together.
The Cure.
Yeah.
You ever listen to The Cure?
I know the band. Cure. Yeah, I know.
They got great.
Yeah,
they got great music.
Yeah, I like The Cure. I like Depeche Mode.
When RZA dropped Tragedy, that was the rumor that The Cure was going to come out, and you know, the RZA was dropping his solo joint, and then Bob Digital came out, and I was like, but Bob Digital was dope because the tape came in like a cigarette pack. You flip the top up, pull the tape out. That shit was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, Resurrecta. Like Resurrect, except it's Resurrect. Yeah. That's his gravedigger name, the Resurrecta. Then there's the Grim Reaper. It's the Resurrecta, the Grim Reaper, the Gatekeeper, and who's the other guy? I forgot.
Prince Rakeem.
Nah, that's the Resurrecta.
Prince Rakeem.
Poetic was the Grim Reaper. and gatekeeper was Fuquan. Then you got Killer Army, Sons of Man. I mean, the RZA put out so many classics in that time span. It's ridiculous.
Look, do you like my sign?
No stupid people.
Beyond this point. No stupid people beyond this point. Yeah, I'm gonna get going, Charles. I'm excited. See, I'm so tired I can't even talk. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna get going.
All right, Kimba. Have a good day.
Yeah, you all have a good day. Thank you for having me up.
You too.
I'm more out, slept out, lucid, JG, Charles, chat. Peace.
I didn't know there was a group called The Cure.
You said you didn't know there was a band called The Cure?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, they've been around since like the late 70s. I think it was the late 70s, 80s for sure, early 80s. You bouncing out of here, Charles?
Yeah, I'm gonna jump off in like 15 minutes. We'll do a few things.
What was your what's the title of the of your live today?
I think I put underground bases in cities. Damn. What was I gonna do? I gotta get some of that lion's mane crystals spoke on. I see other commercials too for these. There's so many different brands for this like mushroom stuff for the brain and the body to repair it. I want to replace it with stupid ass coffee, you know, because a lot of flavored coffee is just sprayed with chemicals. Same thing to me is red 40, yellow 7, yellow 6, and blue whatever. That's what flavored coffee is. Artificial flavoring, which is cancer causing, allegedly. Allegedly, I don't know. That's what they say. But yeah, besides that point, I don't want to drink coffee. I just want to nourish my body with nutrients and minerals. It's time to go to the mountains and look for a spring and claim it, just like the government does. I'm going to put founded in 2024 by Charles Waz. Yup, I'm going to claim it just like they do.
Yeah, dude. Still going to Tennessee?
Yeah. Yup. That is going to be an exciting adventure. I'm going to find those caves in Tennessee.
Yo, I went over a trestle the other day. It's 117 feet high. It's fucking awesome, man. I forget how long the trestle was, but I think it was about a mile long. But it was dope, man. We're up like high, and we're higher up, and then there's a valley. We meet to the other side, which was higher up. That was fucking awesome. I filmed the whole thing. Oh, I gotta mute. Fucking train's going. Up to Amtrak train. Fucking sucks, man. I hate Amtrak.
Why? Amtrak is like,
Oh, it sucks, dude. If you hop trains and then you get on Amtrak, it sucks.
Macrobius. This PDF's hilarious. Macrobius. It's got all these maps. I think this is the one, Macrobius. If it'll ever upload. Probably won't, because I'm not on the internet. Oh, there we go. Macrobius.
Amtrak's boring as fuck, man. Got to pay to get on. You just sit there. You got, Bob next to you coughing and sneezing. Babies are crying. Get on the
People
freight
are
train. You're
farting.
out in the open. You got a breeze. You're fucking. There's a thrill to it, You see a cop. Oh shit! I got a duck. It's a better experience, better journey. These are the trains to hop right here. This is an intermodal IM, a stack train. So this is like the express train. I've had a lot of good luck with these. And they got these patios on the side, 53s and 48s, and they'll have like these little areas you can lay down and nobody can really see it. You're tucked down in the car. It's going pretty slow. You gotta hop a train, Charles. Lucid, everybody, man. You guys are like, fuck that.
Terra de Fuego. But fuck it. Let me jump off of here, man.
Alright.
And I don't know. Maybe I'll go live later if I'm bored. But
Adios.
peace, JG, Lucid, Christos, Kimba. Who else came up? That's it, right? Faceplant tried. Peace to Candy, Marcel, Jay Heighton. Salama came through. Who else? I know there's more people. Yolanda came through, Your Highness. Oh, that's Kimba. Come on. This is fun. And Danny Skylark. That's as far as it'll let me go. Mark Basket. Oh, there's more people. Peace out, everyone. I'm out. Have a great day. Thanks for coming through. And like I said, I might go live later or I'll just check you out tomorrow, man. But either way, have a great day. Peace to everyone, and I'm out.